with the Black Riders on their tail. They knew that they had to get out of their friggin' house before that sun came up. So they woke up, about half hour before the rooster crows, and they tried to get Frodo out of bed, and he wasn't having none of it. Frodo looks out of bed and he says, "You think I give two fucks who's coming to get me? You're gonna be the ones that are gonna be friggin' dead if you try waking me up before sunrise." Pretty soon he came out of his room without any of his makeup on, and he had that robe up around his head with that scowl on his face, and they thought he was one of them friggin' riders. Started freaking out, throwing shit off the shelves at him. If that don't wake someone up from a friggin' hangover, I don't know what will, I'll tell you what. So anyways, they all start getting packed, and Sam makes a big old breakfast, Hobbit style, with about 30 dozen friggin' eggs, a couple of pints of beer, and they get their ponies loaded up. They're those little ones that got the big old backs to carry all that weight on that go plop through the mud. Pretty soon they got down them big old woods that everyone's been friggin' talking about. They didn't know what they was supposed to do. There ain't no entrance. There's a friggin' wrought iron gate. They didn't have no key. Well, I guess Mary did, but they were all freaking out because they were worried about getting ripped limb from those friggin' big old living things. And I'll tell you what else, those trees were some friggin' clever. They get in there and they can't tell where they're going. Their paths just keep on twisting all around. Pretty soon they get this big old fucking Burning Man bonfire where they tried to burn down half the forest before to try and keep them back, but they keep closing in. You know how trees are, though. You say one wrong thing about them and they'll punch you right upside the face till you're not dead. Pretty soon those old friggin' hobbits realize they don't like the woods too much. Starts getting hot. Bugs start to bite. They ain't used to that crap back in the Shire. This is the real world. You gotta grow up fast or you're gonna be dead. Pretty soon one of those trees starts friggin' gobbling up one of them. Old Mary wasn't Mary anymore. Frodo was screaming his eyes out, and then Sam goes and picks up a friggin' bunch of tinder and tries to set fire to it. That's when he starts freaking out even more because, the tree starts yelling threats to him in his ear. He's got to tell Sam, "Don't burn down the tree, you fucking dumb idiot. It's gonna break my friggin' back." All of a sudden, this big old dude named friggin' Tom Bombadil comes out of nowhere, starts singing sweet nothings in the tree's ear. Let's right go. It's like he knows how to speak to him, knows how to sweeten him up, if you know what I'm saying. So after he gets old what's-his-friggin' face out of the tree, he's like, "Hey, why don't you come over to my house for dinner? Meet my girlfriend Goldberry." And that's what they do. All of a sudden, a path appears out of nowhere. It's paved and everything, and they go and eat to their heart's content.